What's up, everybody? Today, if you weren't aware somehow, was COD Next, where they showed us a lot more about Call of Duty Black Ops 6 multiplayer, Black Ops 6 zombies, and a bunch of changes coming to Warzone, including the new Area 99 map. We, of course, don't really focus on multiplayer or zombies here. We just really talk about zombies, which is what we're... Oh, not zombies, sorry. Warzone, which is what we're going to talk about. I don't think they've put out any official blog posts yet. Of course, as they do, I'll link blog posts down below if it's stuff we cover here. If it's anything new, of course, there'll be a new video. And I'll also have my Twitch link down below. I will be live all weekend playing the Black Ops 6 beta, of course. Super excited for it, but I'm not going to hold you up. We're going to go through all this. I'll link Raven Software's Twitter down below, which is what we're going through now. And any tweets I specifically call out that I'll link below will also be down there. So we have this map fly through, which I'm not really gonna play all the way through. I'm gonna mute it just for copyright audio sake. We're gonna throw on a 2x playback. We're not gonna, like I said, go through the whole thing. Just a quick couple teases here. You can see I already skipped a minute ahead. We have test site, and of course all these are above us. We have a bunker. If you want to watch this all the way through, of course, go watch this for yourself. We have a reactor site. Bunch of different POIs, kind of what the map looks like. I know I have it really small, but it's a fun commercial essentially for the map. This is what the map itself looks like. This is Area 99. We can see warehouse, manufacturing, loading bay, pods, reactor, Nuketown shipping, cooling towers, mannequin assembly, test site, and bunker with the fun little Nuketown graphic. The background on this map is that this is where they created the buildings and the structures and the mannequins for Nuketown. This was essentially the factory to create structures for Nuketowns for the nuclear testing that the lore of Nuketown's based around. So just a closer look here. Here's our reactor POI. I thought it was all one picture. This is reactor. This is the inside control room. This tower. This goo. This whatever you want to call this. This pool of green liquid can actually damage you if you're in it. I don't think this water can, but this might all be the same. It's hard to tell from this angle. I think it might actually all be the same, but that will actually damage you if you're down there. Then we have manufacturing, where they built structures and mannequins for the buildings for Nuketowns. You can see they have like buildings in different stages of productions. They have signs, a lot of cover, a lot of close quarters combat inside of manufacturing. Then we have mannequin assembly. Oh, this is where they build the mannequins. A lot of rooftops. Honestly, this rooftop kind of reminds me of a mini section from the top of the caldera at peak. You have mannequin parts laying all around, kind of creepy looking. There's an up close at the mannequins. There's some of them hanging on the assembly line hook still. Creepy. Another close quarters combat. You'll see a lot of these POIs are very close quarters combat based. Pods they like to describe as like a parkour area, which kind of makes sense as you look through it, because you can climb up towards the top. There's windows to jump in. Like you can kind of tell here, there's a little piece of the roof below it, and then a window that you can run into. There's zip lines on some of the buildings. There's doors. You can see that these buildings are purposely like broken. This is like the quarters where the workers would live, is what they said it was. And so like if you're on this platform, you can, I think there's an open window here, but you can jump up top and climb your way up. You can jump between them. A lot of parkour, a lot of different ways to play, and another POI that's going to have a lot of close quarters combat. They said this map is very similar to the size of Rebirth Island. I guess they only put out 3 POI previews. Hopefully in the blog post they'll have it. Ted Demons, live COD Next, don't care about that. Omni movement, obviously coming to Warzone, we knew that. They kept teasing these global weapon builds, like if you save a blueprint, it'll just be saved for all modes, but am I wrong? I swear that's how it was, but it's just that blueprints are available across modes when you save your own. Now, in loadouts are coming wildcards. The first 2 wildcards they teased are Overkill. Overkill's coming back. It's not a perk this time, but it is a wildcard, so your 3 perk slots won't contain Overkill or this one, Gunfighter. I think this is going to bring back the 2 loadout meta, where you're going to have Overkill, where instead of having Overkill, you'll have like Gunfighter, so you can have 8 attachments on weapons, and you'll do what we did in Verdansk and Caldera, where you'll want 2 loadouts, the free one and the regular one, so that way you can have 8 attachment AR, 8 attachment SMG, sniper, whatever you want. And let's see what Warzone loadout said. Having to choose between 2 primary weapons or 1 primary with 8 attachments is going to be interesting for the meta. It's just going to be a 2 loadout meta, honestly. I wonder if anyone else said that. Can you purchase the 8 attachment loadout? People are thinking just 1 loadout. So being able to have 2 primaries and defaulting, I thought that was one of the best. I hate that quality of life. So we're back to overkill and second loadout to, yep, wildcard beamer. Well, you wouldn't do overkill. You would just do 2 wildcard, but he's got the same thought as me. They say they overkill wildcard a lot. It's just the descriptions again. Is this the new perk system? So here's going to be our perks for Warzone, and they said they would tune them specifically for Warzone. So you can see we have the old 3 perk system again, instead of the perk system we currently have, where like this is your perk slot 1 perks, this is your perk slot 2 perks, and your perk slot 3 perks. We see some familiar ones like Scavenger, we see Survivor, Quartermaster I think is just Reload or whatever you want to call it. We have Cold Blooded, Tracker, Sprinter I think is the unlimited attack sprint perk that they teased. Quick Fix, Tempered, Bird's Eye, Ghost, Gung Ho, Resolute, some that we already definitely have. I'm interested to see these actual perk descriptions. The other big thing is they now have lootable perks like we had in Warzone 1. So as Ted Timmons kept calling it on COD Next, new old. We have up to 3 loadout perks, of course, and then you can loot perks, and they're additive. There is Specialist in it as well, which is something that we saw in COD Next. Classic Prestige is coming to Warzone. They didn't quite talk about if it's going to work exactly the same, so the assumption is it is, where you prestige and everything gets locked again. I think you're going to see especially mainly Warzone players not really touching the prestige system, especially after the integration, just due to the fact that people won't want stuff locked when they're just trying to go frag out in Warzone. One of the most exciting things, and this is going to be on 2 times speed again, but we are getting Warzone Mastery camos. I'll put this one as full screen. So this is your gold. Yeah, that is 2 times. This is going to be essentially your Platinum King's Ransom. These are really nice camos. There is the Mastery camo for multiplayer and zombies as well. And one thing that you'll see here when they fire the Mastery camo here is the Mastery camos like intensify and change as you shoot the gun, which is a really cool effect that they added. You'll see it here. Yeah, see how the camo changes, intensifies? That's how all of the Mastery camos are going to be. Of course, there is other ones. We're not going to worry about those because we cover Warzone. Although, obviously, if you watch my streams or see my clips, you see I use multiplayer camos in Warzone because those are the camo grind camos. Exit full screen there. Sorry, my webcam's in the way. So here is what we're doing. We're going back to the old backpack system. Essentially, there is a new melee slot, which is something that comes with Black Ops 6, to where now you don't have to carry a melee weapon. You have a primary, a secondary, and a melee slot. You have your cash slot, your gas mask, your plates, which we'll get to vests in a second, but there is armor vests again. The buy station and the kill streak. So this is going to be buy station, boxes, etc. And then you can carry all the different types of ammo in their respective slots, which we have now. They're just essentially taking away the flexible spots, which is good, so people can't stack a bunch of smokes and stuff like that. So then, as I mentioned, we would get to the vest. Alongside our revamped Warzone inventory, we've created armor and munition satchels to expand the amount of armor and ammo you can carry respectively. Pick up each one of these to give yourself a fighting advantage during engagements. So it says armor and munition satchels. I'm hoping the munition satchels does not increase throwables. I'm hoping it's just ammo, but you can see a smoke grenade on the side there, so I think I'm wrong about that. This is interesting because you can carry more ammo, but depending on your shots, like, you just don't need more ammo. And carrying more plates like we used to is probably going to be more the move that I go, especially because if you're getting in a lot of fights, you can loot ammo. The sprays and emotes are back. The emotes are going to be in third person, and they said that there will be no peeking on it, and we're going to get sprays back. And they did confirm that you can spray operators in the Gulag, which is something, not only is a troll thing to do, but just, it is an advantage with the way they do Gulag lighting. Here's all the quality of life stuff coming. In the firing range, they're now going to have stats that have targets killed, accuracy, and damage done. They currently have accuracy now. It is a shame that the firing range is so boring and plain, unlike Apex and other games that have a much more interactive, bigger firing range with more things to do than just a shoot-down range. But that's not the biggest deal in the world. Then we go the way loot is spread out on the... So now they actually spread out the loot when it comes out of boxes, so it's easier to loot. Depending on how spread out it is, this might be horrible in a situation, because what if plates drop behind you and ammo you don't need drops in front of you, a gun you don't need drops in front of you, and you're just trying to get plates because you're being pushed or whatever, but definitely better than what they have now. Weapons now have rarity outlines to help players evaluate the options at their disposal throughout a match. That's really nice. I think it's floating like this again, but if not, still having the outlines plus the like info tag is really nice to have. It's just a small quality of life thing that helps you when you're in a fast-paced game doing a lot at once to just make clearer decisions. Improvements to zip lines, ascenders, parachutes, infill, exfil, mantling, and so much more are coming. Let's not ruin all the good surprises now. Of course, they want to slow drip a lot of this stuff between now and integration. That'll be sometime probably in December, which is also when we'll probably get Area 99. And obviously, they want to have more content for us to talk about and more stuff for us to get hyped about. So they're not going to tell us everything. Another big thing is that we are getting ranked with Season 1 back on the big map. Is this Almaz? No, that's Urzikstan. For a second, I thought that was the Almaz Tower. That's Urzikstan. So we're getting Urzikstan big map ranked, which is super duper exciting. That's not the most exciting news. That's farther up. At least for if you're a Warzone, like, old head, like I've become, and so many of us are. I don't want to scroll up too fast. I just almost showed it. If you know, you know. If you saw that a little bit, you know. New lethal options on their way. Blast Trap, I'm not 100% confident what that is. It's obviously some kind of trip mine, but we don't need more mines going off. Hopefully it's not lethal. Then we have the Combat Axe, which is obviously going to be throwable. Then we are getting a Neurogas mine, so it's going to be a mine, but it's just gas instead of an explosion, which is fine. Then we're also getting a care package, which they were showing Noisy Butters POV, and she called in a care package. It's going to be a smoke grenade that has blue smoke, so you have mobile buys green, loadouts red, regular smokes, obviously big white cloud, and then blue smoke for the care package. And out of her care package, I think there was a kill streak, an 8 attachment blueprint, a self-revive, a specialist, and I want to say there was a flare too there, but it's like crazy good loot, and definitely something you're going to want, and they're in buy stations. So that's also good, is that they're in buy stations. So the big thing, the more exciting news here is Verdansk is back in 2025. They said to celebrate the 5-year anniversary, so I'm assuming March. This is like a 9-second nothing graphic teaser, but Verdansk is back. Definitely the most exciting news to come out of Call of Duty Next in my mind. It's my favorite map of Warzone. The leaks and rumors have been that it's reimagined. I'm assuming that just means quality of life stuff like zip lines, redeploy, stuff like that Verdansk didn't have before, that made Verdansk play less than its full potential. So super duper excited about that. Was really hoping that was supposed to be this fall like it was originally leaked, but I can wait to the spring for it as long as we get good changes to Urzikstan. As far as anything else, that's news that'll come later. Of course, there'll be blog posts in the coming weeks, and we'll get more teases and all that. But like I said, I will link Raven Software's, I'll link their Twitter down below, as well as this tweet down here. I'm scrolling down so I remember when I quick upload this video, like 10 minutes after I film it. I'll link this Treyarch Studios tweet as well, so you can see the fly-through of the map that I just didn't want to spend 3 minutes of this video on, seeing that it's already going to be an over 10-minute video. But that's everything that we have so far as knowledge on Warzone. Omni movement, new resurgence map, old backpacks, lootable perks, overkill, and whatever, gunslinger wild cards. A lot of exciting stuff coming. We get closer and closer to the old days of Warzone on this newer engine, which is kind of what we've all wanted, is just to go back to the old. So definitely super exciting news coming out of COD Next. Hopefully one day I'll be at COD Next, but I know my buddy Breakfast Bod will be sooner. Shout out to him. But that's it. Like I said, I'll link this below, their Twitter, that tweet, my Twitch, all my social medias are all linked down below. And I guess that's it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you like this type of content and want to see it first, or you want my opinion or COD news that I can provide as early as possible before anybody else sees it here. And let me know down in the comments down below if you're excited for the new Warzone stuff coming, the new maps, movements, quality of life stuff, whatever. Let me know what you're excited for, if you just are over Warzone. But if you're over Warzone, I don't know why you're watching it, but I do appreciate you watching it. Don't get me wrong. But I will see you on Area 99. Get frying. Have a good day.